lot of people that didn't get the Thanos scene and the reference.
Is he that big purple monkey guy?
So my question is, for those who watch it, because I'm sure that somebody's going to watch this, and they didn't give Guardians of the Galaxy a shot because they thought it was just going to be another Avengers, right?
Yeah.
Or something. Like, people have different reasons for not watching it. They don't realize that this is all one universe, and you're going to miss key information.
How can you not watch fucking Chris Pratt? I mean...
So my question is...
Yes.
Well, we know what the question you have is.
How big is it?
We're talking about the people.
It is America.
That
I don't want
gonna-
to fucking read.
They're not going to track down the comic,
I don't know how to
but
read
they
it.
have access to Guardians of the Galaxy. They can just watch it.
Watch Guardian of the
Yeah.
Galaxy.
How important
You
is
need
it?
a little bit of
1,000.
you need a little bit of, first of all, Guardians of the Galaxy went more into the Infinity Stones as a whole
Right.
instead of the Aether and the Tesseract by themselves.
Right.
I feel like those two, I believe the Aether was in Thor, the Tesseract was Captain America.
You're gonna lose me.
Okay, so I'm just talking about in the movies. The
Right.
Aether was the one thing with
Still.
Thor. Okay, whatever. Those were the things that only people who knew that they were Infinity Stones
Right.
knew. That's one of those things we talked about earlier. Comic book, the real hard fanboys knew that came out wrong.
Right.
But the real fanboys only knew those as Infinity Stones. But Guardians of the Galaxy went into what Infinity Stones are. It
yeah.
broke down the history, and I think for you to understand that Thanos is fucking coming for those stones by himself with that gauntlet, you need to watch Guardians. If you haven't read Infinity Gauntlet, which I regrettably haven't and would love to very soon.
Oh shit! You did.
Did you have something to add to that? What do you think? Do you think it's important that they watch it, or you think it all makes sense to them down the line?
I mean, regardless, I think they're going to make it relatable because they want everyone to feel included. But I would say that Guardians, honestly, it's a great movie. You really should watch it because it is going to help with having a more in-depth understanding of what's going on. Instead of just, it's 4 pretty little stones, one short of Captain Planet.
Yeah.
You know?
Thanos is going to be Captain Planet.
I knew you were gonna find a way to plug that Captain Planet.
Hey, listen, I think
Don Cheadle, man.
people will be doing a very big disservice, first of all, for not reading the Infinity Gauntlet, just because.
Okay, fine, I will. Jesus.
But I think you might be a little wrong. I think they're actually going, because the first Avengers did nothing for the fanboys. This one probably did better, but still nothing for the fanboys. I think once they get into Thanos, because they know how many people are riding on that to be good and how good of a story it was, just like Watchmen, because people did not understand how perfect Watchmen was,
Right.
because they didn't read, the book. Now, when they get into this with Thanos, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be overflying over people's heads like you wouldn't believe.
And then they'll return back.
They're gonna be like, either
I'm missing something.
Yeah, I'm missing something. I'm gonna probably watch Guardians of the Galaxy because somebody said something about it. We did. Or we're gonna, watch something that's gonna lead us to understand really, because Star Wars did it to people. Star Wars did it to people.
True.
Star Wars
over their
said,
head.
and Star Wars said, look, I don't care. We're gonna continue going this direction.
If you wanna know,
you
you
wanna
gotta
know,
go back.
you gotta go back. And this is what's gonna happen with it. If what I think is gonna happen, because it's too good of a story. And if you made, this is gonna piss people off. If you made this movie 2 hours long, and the Infinity Gauntlet with Thanos and all that stuff, and you make that an hour and a half of dream sequences in people's houses and building houses, shit like that, there's gonna be riots, man. People gonna be blowing movie theaters up and shit.
Damn, man.
I'm not giving away
Protect
no
your
ideas,
comic book stores.
but yes,
Yeah,
things will go freaking crazy fast.
I've never read that, but I've heard other people mention it, and I'm gonna go ahead and just say right now, what you've said in the last 5 minutes is probably going to make me order that when we leave here.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
I think she just ordered it.
I may have already ordered it when the camera was panned towards you. But yeah, if they fuck up Infinity War,
They're not gonna.
Well, what do you think? As a person who doesn't read the comics, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy?
many times.
Then do you feel that it's important for what you're seeing based on what's going on, or do you,
Yeah.
for the person that has no knowledge, do you think it's something that they'll eventually make sense to them? They don't need to backtrack.
Well, even like working in a movie theater, when people are leaving and they're like talking about the last scene, they're like, "Oh, do you remember him? Oh yeah, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy." Like
Okay.
you
All
can't
right.
like
It's
it's how people
starting to
like
stick.
yeah, people understand it better because they've seen the other movies.
So they're definitely. So you agree then they should go back and watch.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we're gonna get down to our last topic, and this is gonna be like a two-part question. Okay. And I know everybody saw this coming. You probably already had this conversation, but we need to have it for the sake of this show. All right.
I'm excited.
Did Vision actually destroy Ultron? Because they didn't show it. That last
I
attack was
actually haven't had this discussion yet.
okay. Well, that last moment where he charged them after their conversation about being naive and the people, it was a bright light from the stone, and then they were both gone.
But if you watch it, you do hear some shit breaking.
Yeah, you know,
But
but it's not a guarantee that
But they both disappeared.
they both disappeared. It's not a guarantee
No.
that Ultron is
No,
actually
because
dead.
Vision was in the ending scene with the new Avengers.
Yeah, but in that scene. They
Oh,
both
in that scene. I
disappeared.
thought you meant you never saw Vision
Oh.
again.
No.
no, because if that was the
They
case,
actually banged and have Android Ultron baby.
okay. Well, I mean, first, this is a two-part question. This is the first part. So, your thoughts on that when they were gone? Do you think that was him finishing the job, or
Based on what he said earlier, he didn't seem like he wanted to kill him.
right?
You know, that wasn't like his priority. He didn't see him as an enemy.
Right.
It just had two different perspectives
Oh, yeah.
on what they wanted to accomplish.
Right.
With that, not knowing anything about the comics, I mean, you could really go either way with that, really.
You could.
You know? I
You
mean, it's
could.
good to think that maybe he did keep him around for personal reasons, not sexual, of course. But still, maybe
Don't
he kept
say of
him
course.
around.
Don't say of course. You know, we don't know what version they originally wrote, and then Stan Lee was like, "Stop it."
I'm not.
You know there's some fan
not
fiction.
dead yet.
You know there's some fan fiction Rule 34 shit.
He's
of
like, I'm not
Ultron
dead
and
yet.
Vision.
Not while I'm alive. No.
What do you think about that moment?
Honestly,
Mhm.
I have no idea.
You can take a guess. The fans are not going to kill you for it.
Yeah.
This is your
I
opinion
mean-
based on what you saw.
I feel like he like. I feel like for a villain, he died too quickly.
It's too easy.
Yeah, so I feel like that can't be the last of
That
him.
can't be.
Yeah, like I feel like that was too easy.
Yeah, locking him out of the internet so he can't escape and then destroy everything. I thought it was too easy. Also.
Yeah, I was like that.
I mean, but
So I feel like
they
maybe
can
not.
make him too great. But
I mean, to be fair, he almost dropped a fucking meteor on the planet. They didn't.
he
They
created
they-
a meteor out of the
yeah.
planet.
We say that they just locked him out of the internet and they beat the shit out of him. Like, remember when he was destroying the planet?
True. I mean, but I just felt like, especially when you have the title Age of Ultron, that his legacy is going to do far more damage. You know, he's going to, that this is, it's not enough. This was the beginning, and like him being the ultimate computer, if by some chance he's spared. Now, you're going to make me jump to the second question before I can even let him respond. Because the second part of it is,
Do you want to let him respond first?
no, because I have to get this. I have to go into this because of what I just said. Okay, and I'm sorry. But my second part of the question is, first let me point out, because my knowledge of Ultron and Vision is that Vision was supposed to be Ultron's final form, and Ultron basically helped create him. So does Vision have some sort of respect for, like, you're my creator, I'm not going to destroy you, I'm going to maybe try and help you see things my way, but I have to still contain you? That's where my mind went when I saw and there was no obvious destroying of that last extension of Ultron. I figured that maybe there's some level of respect or hope that he could, they can become one on the same page in the future or something. What do you think? Now I want your opinion.
Well, in the movie form and in the comic book form, either way, he's not dead.
Okay.
We know that Ultron is a big part of a lot of other stuff that happens. So Ultron's not dead.
But doesn't that, where they're going with Thanos, Ultron is not in the same.
Ultron's still not dead. I'm gonna tell you why I think.
I mean, I know in the comic, but
No.
are they going to
Even-
be able
even-
to
No,
keep
he's saying
him?
in the movie.
even
he's
the
not.
movie too.
He's giving
Even
you
the
his,
movie, he can't be.
his
He can't be.
knowledge.
Okay.
Because I think, and it's a good mistake that they're gonna forgive Vision for it. Vision was just born yesterday, like he said.
Like you said, yeah.
So
That's
Vision was
covered.
just born yesterday. So in his mind, he probably saying to himself, with the experiences that he has, with the Ultron experiences that he has as well, because he has pieces of Ultron.
Right, he does.
I'm going to continue. I'm going to hold you off. I'm going to put you somewhere where you won't do no harm to no one else, and I'm going to move on.
And it's gonna work against
It's going to work. It's going to, and that's what's going to. Because think about it. Who does that?
Every superhero ever.
Iron Man. Iron Man never totally does what he's supposed to do, even though he's a hero. He never does what, like, you'll get something, this will destroy the world, but you have the thing that's gonna kill it. Go ahead and kill it. I could kill it, but then again, I could do this, that, and the third. And it's same thing with, and Iron Man's a grown dude, lived his life, everything. Here it is, we have Vision, who has also lived his life in one day. But that's his mentality. His mentality is, I'm going to contain Ultron, because he said it. I don't think they would have allowed him to say it if they were going to just totally destroy him.
Right.
He said it. He basically said, basically, I respect you, but I just don't respect what you're trying to do. And here's the beam of light that's going to hold you. I'm not going to let you do nothing else, but I'm going to put you in that Superman disc thing.
Yeah, I got you.
And you're going to be somewhere until...
He got
somehow,
sucked up into the stone.
Until somehow someone's going to come and release you. But either way, he's not dead. They made sure they put it in your head in the movie that Ultron's not dead. That's it.
Awesome. Anybody else have anything to add?
Yeah, I didn't go yet.
It's cold as fuck.
Yeah, it
Nah,
is.
man. Forfeit.
Sorry, he basically just like I just felt like he brought it to a close. But I'm gonna let you speak. Go ahead, talk, man.
No, really quick.
I'm sorry, I forgot about you.
It's okay.
But he got me.
Yeah.
I was like, and on that note, oh, no.
Yeah, no, I apologize. That would have been a great way to close it, but I never do anything right.
Right.
So
Did that right.
I guess I'm the only one here who I didn't even consider that he was still alive. That ending scene closed Ultron for me in the movies because I know in the future that we're moving on to Thanos.
Right.
We're moving on to a couple new Avengers. We got Black Panther coming up. We got Ant-Man coming up. Blah blah blah. I never even considered the possibility of Ultron still being alive. When you said, "Oh, you guys have probably talked about this," and then you're like, "Is Ultron dead?" I was like, "Fuck, is he?" Like it caught me by surprise. If I remember correctly, there's a scene when I think Thor is talking to Vision. Someone's talking to Vision, and he does say that he respects Ultron, but he also says that if Ultron is in his path, he has to remove him. That's what he's there to do.
Yes.
Which for me, I guess, finalized Ultron in the death scene. I think Vision basically just fucking blasted his ass apart.
All right.
I didn't think there was anything left over.
So glad we got a different opinion on that. That's cool. Because now we got to, we'll wait to find out. But I mean, we know in the comics he's definitely not. But
Yeah.
I was wondering, just like we've talked about before, cinema doesn't always take the exact path. Sometimes they alter it, to make certain things work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a possibility. It could be either or. What,
It could have banged, man. That fucking beam of light. Shit.
That could have been Love's
That's
beam
it,
of light.
bro. That's the fucking iPhone 7 right there.
both of them together.
That's it.
Android and iPhone came together in that.
That's it. The world
Vision's the iPhone and Ultron was the
That's the
Android.
merger.
I'm
Yeah.
not ready for that shit, man.
Oh,
No more
You know what makes
Siri,
it,
just be
you know what
fucking-
makes it funny that he's so calm about
He's
saying
serious.
that
the
he's
fandoms are gonna go
I'm just
crazy.
picturing everything that phone can do. Oh my god.
I mean, damn, bro. Could you imagine? Holy shit.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, you know what the real riot would be? Like him affecting the internet? Just shut it down.
Yeah, I'm
I would've been
surprised.
But that's more of a commentary on fucking media America
Yeah,
than it is.
then it'd be fucking chaos again.
And we wouldn't have
Somebody's
this
gonna
fucking
be
video.
somebody's gonna be on there talking about, oh my god, that was so stupid. Why did they do that? Why the internet? Why? Wait, internet runs our lives. I look at my phone every fucking 10 seconds.
Right.
That's why they
I've
did
looked
it.
at my phone 3 times during this video and not remembered that I turned it off to film this video. That's how addicted we are. But that is, I feel like that's not even a movie review at this point.
Well, we can save it for another debate. So, I want to thank any and everybody who took the time to tune in. If I haven't said it before, this group is called Movie Lingo, as in movie talk, movie dialogue, and I'm Eddie Lingo. And we have Guy Said. Please tell them who you are.
Alyssa Jansen.
Please tell them who you are.
Cody Flutie.
I'm just a Mexican watching the dishes, man. Call me Jorge.
And please,
That's
in the
Benny.
comments-
That's Benny Manna, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's who he really is.
Dick.
Please, in the comments, we want to thank our cameraman. I don't know if he wants us to shout him out, but Chris King, we appreciate you. Yeah. So in the comments, please, let us know what you think. Argue with us, debate, call us out. We don't care. Repost,
Yeah, fuck you.
share, and talk shit about the cameraman and Cody's farting. Okay? Thanks, guys.